So hello all, welcome to match number 3 of the Women's 100 2025. The Northern Superchargers and the Welsh Fire are playing against each other today. The Northern Superchargers women have won the toss and they've elected to bat first. A very interesting decision, and they've started well as well. Devina Perrin scoring a boundary in the very first over. Devina Perrin and Davidson Richards are opening the batting for the Northern Superchargers women. Here's Freya Davies, and she has just about bowled 2 dot balls to start the second over of this innings, of the Northern Superchargers innings. And Freya Davies is a really good bowler actually. So we are just in the match number 3 of the Women's 100 of 2025. Already 2 matches have been completed. London Spirit Women and Southern Brave Women won their previous 2 matches in the last 2 days. And this is the third match of Women's 100 2025. So here comes Freya Davies again. Full delivery driven by Devina Perrin, but straight to covers. It's another dot ball. So Freya Davies is bowling really well here. Good lines, good lengths, keeping it tight. And it's down the leg side. It beats the keeper as well. And is it going to race away for 4? Yes, it is. Will it be a 4 wides or is it off the bat? It doesn't look like the umpire has made any signal. Oh, it's been given as 4 leg byes. So another boundary here for this Northern Superchargers, but this time it comes off the leg bye. They will take it however they come. Last ball of the over, and it's on a good length, nicely driven by Devina Perrin, straight to the fielder. Another dot ball to finish that over. So 5 runs came from that over from Freya Davies. 5 runs including the leg by 4 came in that over, and the Northern Superchargers women are now 10 without loss after 10 balls. So the new bowler into the attack now for the Welsh Fire woman. It's Jess Jonathan. It's coming into the attack, an experienced left arm off spinner from the Australia women's team. And it's going to be Davidson Richards who's going to be on strike. So here's Jess Jonathan. And Davidson Richards comes down the pitch, drives straight to the fielder. Good fielding and covers. And I think Davidson Richards picks up a single and gives the strike to Devina Perrin. So Devina Perrin on strike. Another flighted ball. Devina Perrin comes down the track and then hits it back to the bowler for another dot ball. So this Jess Jonathan will not be an easy bowler to handle for the batters. Another flighted delivery, but Devin Appiran comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground, but there is long off. So that Davidson Richards, Devin Appiran picks up another single and gives a strike to Davidson Richards. Just 2 runs from this over so far, still 2 balls left. And again, this time Davidson Richards comes down the pitch and beats mid-off into the boundary for 4. That is a cleaner shot from Davidson Richards along the ground. It was a good effort at mid-off, but not able to stop the boundary. First boundary for Davidson Richards in this innings. And last ball of the over, quicker ball from Jess Jonathan. Davidson Richards looking to give herself room and cut it away, but not able to make connection. Another dot ball to finish that over. 6 runs came from that over. And the Northern Superchargers women are 16 without loss after 15 balls. So Freya Davies is continuing from the other end. Conceded 1 run in her first 5 balls in her first over, and she's into her second over. Davidson Richards is on strike. And it's a full ball. Richards drives down the ground to mid-off. And it's a dot ball to start the over. And it's this time, Richards goes just over mid-off and the ball is racing away. And it's racing away for another boundary. So Richards realized that if she's hitting it along the ground, she's not able to find the gap. So she's decided to take the aerial route. Second boundary for Richards in this innings. And this time it's a full ball. She goes over mid-on this time. And another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries for Davidson Richards. Once again full and in the slot from Freya Davies. After bowling such a good first over, she's bowling it in the slot. And she's been punished for back-to-back boundaries from Richards. Two more deliveries left in this over, and Davidson Richards is in a hurry at the moment. Strike rate of 175. She has hit 3 boundaries so far. Freya Davies will be under pressure. And pressure, what pressure? She says, and she picks up the wicket. The finger goes up by the umpire. A straighter delivery looking to flick it away. And I think that's dead enough. So Freya Davies, after conceding back-to-back boundaries, has come back and picked up the wicket. Are they going to go upstairs for the review? I don't think so. Richards is walking out. So the first wicket goes down for the Northern Superchargers women. And it's Richards, Davidson Richards, who has to make her way back to the pavilion. What a delivery that was. Pitched and just nipped back a little bit. And Richards looking to play across the line to a straight delivery. Not a great idea. And the finger went up straight away. So a good comeback actually from Freya Davies. Expensive over, but she has picked up the big wicket of Richards. So Davidson Richards departs after Davidson Richards departs after scoring 14 runs from 9 balls, and the Northern Superchargers women are now 24 for 1 after 19 balls. So the new batter to the crease now is the experienced Phoebe Litchfield. Last ball of the over from Freya Davies. And it's a full ball driven beautifully through the covers. And what a way to start your innings. Straight away a boundary through the covers for Phoebe Litchfield. And ends that over with a boundary. 12 runs came from that over and the wicket of Davidson Richards. And the Northern Superchargers women are 28 for 1 after 20 balls. So Shabnim Ismail it is, continuing in the attack, and straight away a full ball hit in the air down the ground to mid-on, down the ground to mid-off, and Devina Perrin picks up another single and gives a strike to Phoebe Litchfield. Shabnim Ismail has been brought back into her second over. The Welsh Fire have variety in their bowling lineup. And that is exactly what they are doing, mixing up their bowlers. Phoebe Litchfield on strike. Litchfield can be a dangerous batter, can be aggressive at times, and that's a good length delivery defended towards mid-wicket. Another dot ball here from Shabnim Ismail. Previous over was an expensive over from Freya Davies, but she got the wicket of Davidson Richards. But Phoebe Litchfield, what a way to open your account. Straight away coming in, hitting an informed bowler like Freya Davies to the boundary through covers is a superb start. That's again driven, but hit straight into the hands. Off point, the catch is taken, and another wicket goes down as Shabnim Ismail strikes for the Welsh Fire. So, as good as how Phoebe Litchfield was batting, I think she got overexcited there. The ball was outside the off stump, and she was trying to once again hit it through point for 4, but this time she hits it in the air. And what a catch at point by Tammy Beaumont, taking the catch, and another wicket goes down. He has like 2 down now, the Northern Superchargers. Phoebe Litchfield will be disappointed. Her eyes lit up when she saw the ball outside the off stump, but hit it straight to point. Phoebe Litchfield departs after scoring just 4 runs from 3 balls, and the Northern Superchargers women are 29 for 2 after 23 balls. So the new batter to the crease for the Northern Superchargers women is Annabel Sutherland. And straight away a full ball driven through the offside by Annabel Sutherland for 4. Have these batters made it a point that whenever they come to the crease, the first ball which they are going to face, they are going to drive through covers for 4. That is exactly what Phoebe Litchfield did, and that is exactly what Annabel Sutherland has done now. Again, Annabel Sutherland off the mark with a boundary of her very first ball. Last ball of the over. Good length delivery, nicely defended towards mid wicket. Another dot ball to finish that over. 5 runs came from that over and the wicket of Furby Litchfield. And the Northern Superchargers women are 33 for 2 after 25 balls. So the new bowler into the attack now for the Welsh Fire women is Cutty Levick is into the attack. Another spin bowling option. Annabelle Sutherland is on strike. And straight away Sutherland comes down the pitch and it goes past mid-off into the boundary. Poor fielding. That should have been stopped by the mid-off fielder. It's gone through her. And another boundary here, second boundary for Annabelle Sutherland in 3 deliveries which she has faced. It's flighted again from Levick and Sutherland hits it down the ground towards long gone. And picks up another single. Gives a strike to Davina Perrin. Sutherland is already on 9 from 4 balls, strike rate of 225. Now Davina Perrin comes down the pitch, hits it over covers, but there is deep extra covers. So they will pick up a couple of runs. And Davina Perrin will keep the strike. A good running between the wickets. Couple of runs completed. Still 2 more deliveries left in this over. Expensive start from Cutty Levick. And that's a quicker ball from Levick and nicely driven by Davina Perrin straight to covers. It's another dot ball. Last ball of the over. Flighted. And Perrin comes down the pitch, it goes through covers for 4. Oh my goodness, the fielding has been really ordinary here. Another misfield at covers, allowing the boundary. Another boundary to finish that over, second boundary in that over. And 11 runs came from that over from Cutty Levick. And the Northern Superchargers women are 44 for 2 after 30 balls. So 2 misfields in that over. Fielding has to improve actually for the Welsh Fire. Cannot allow so many boundaries of the misfield. And there's another new bowler now coming into the attack now. Elvis is the new bowler into the attack. Sutherland is on strike and Sutherland drives it down the ground towards long on and picks up a single first ball. Gives the strike to Davina Perrin. So Georgia Elvis is the bowler, new bowler into the attack. Second ball of the over, short and wide, cut away by Perrin, but straight to point. So it's another dot ball here. And this time it's closer to the body, back of the length, and Davina Perrin pulls it leg side and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Annabelle Sutherland. This is good batting here from Devina Perrin. And that's shot and pulled away by Sutherland, but one bounce to deep mid-wicket for another single. Gives a strike to Devina Perrin to face the last ball of this over. We haven't seen a 10-ball over yet. We need to see when they are going to make a decision of a bowler bowling 10 balls in an over. Last ball of the over, I would think, and Perrin gives herself room. Gets an outside edge towards short third man. It's another dot ball to finish that over. Just 3 runs came from that over. And the Northern Superchargers women are 47 for 2 after 35 balls. So just Jonathan now continuing from the other end, and Perrin comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground to long off. They are coming back for the second as well. Good running between the wickets. Couple of runs to start the over for Devina Perrin. So this is good aggressive batting from the Northern Superchargers batters. It's shot this time, pulled away by Perrin. Is it in the gap? It is. Another boundary. So Devina Perrin batting aggressively here. 2 shot from Jess Jonathan, asking to be hit. And Devina Perrin punished it to the boundary. 50 comes up for the Northern Superchargers with that boundary. 53 for 2 after 37 balls. The Northern Superchargers women. And this time it's a flighted ball. Perrin comes down the pitch and drives straight to mid-off. It's another dot ball here. Again, flighted delivery. Perrin comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground to long on, and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Annabel Sutherland. One more delivery left in this over. And this time Sutherland comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground. Has it gone all the way? Yes, it has. All the way for 6, straight down the ground to finish that over. A very expensive over for the Welsh Fire. "13 runs came from that over from Jess Jonathan, and the Northern Superchargers women are 60 for 2 after 40 balls. So first 6 of the innings coming off the bat of Annabel Sutherland, and now Hayley Matthews is the new bowler into the attack for the Welsh Fire. Devina Perrin is on strike. First ball of the over, and Perrin hits it down the ground, but it's straight to mid-off. Another dot ball to start the over. Shot again, cut away by Perrin. It's a misfield that covers, and it will allow Perrin to complete the single and give the strike to Annabel Sutherland, who is batting at a strike rate of 242.86. Both these batters went after Jess Jonathan in the previous over, a 4 and a 6. We didn't see a single 6 in yesterday's match in the women's 100, and now we have already seen a 6 in this innings. Now Haley Matthews coming around the wicket to Annabel Sutherland, and Sutherland cuts it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Davina Perrin. Two more deliveries left in this over. Good over from Haley Matthews so far. Perrin comes down the pitch, hits it in the air. She hasn't got timing on it. The catch is taken at long on. The pressure was mounting. It was a very good over from Haley Matthews. And Perrin looking to take the aggressive route, looking to clear the boundary. But unfortunately not able to get enough timing. A simple catch at long on. And the third wicket goes down for the Northern Superchargers women, and it's Haley Matthews who picks up her first wicket of the day. Shabnil Ismail makes no mistake at long on. And celebrations begin for the Welsh Fire. Davina Perrin departs after scoring 21 runs from 24 balls. And the Northern Superchargers women are 62 for 3 after 44 balls. So one more delivery left in this over, and what a big wicket, because Davina Perrin was looking good. And she has been dismissed now. And the new batter to the crease for the Northern Superchargers women is Holly Armitage. Or Holly Armitage, we can say. I don't know how to call the name. And straight away, she drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish that over. Just 2 runs came from that over and the wicket of Davina Perrin. Excellent start for Haley Matthews with the ball. The Northern Superchargers women are 62 for 3 after 45 balls. Oh, in fact, Haley Matthews is continuing. She's going to be bowling 10 balls, I guess. So still 5 balls left in this over. Holly Armitage is on strike. And Armitage flicks it away towards square leg and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Annabel Sutherland. I mean, the overs are calculated based on 5 balls each, but Haley Matthews is bowling 10 balls. That is the thing. You can bowl 5 balls continuously. And Sutherland moves across, goes for the sweep shot. There's no one back there at deep square leg. So another boundary for Annabel Sutherland. So whilst wickets are falling at the other end, Annabel Sutherland continues her aggressive approach. Third boundary for her. She's also hit a 6 in this innings and looking really good for the Northern Superchargers. Oh, and it looks like the bowler has stopped on the follow through. Annabel Sutherland batting at a strike rate of 244.44. Looking to take on the bowler's shot again. And it's pulled down the ground by Annabel Sutherland. Towards long on for another single. Gives the strike to Holly Armitage. And now Armitage comes down the pitch and drives it straight to covers. It's another dot ball here. Six runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. I mean, if you take the whole over, Haley Matthews has conceded 8 runs in her 9 balls which she has bowled. And that's swept away by Armitage towards deep mid wicket. Another single to finish that over. So 9 runs came from that over from Hayley Matthews and the big wicket of Devina Perrin. Northern Superchargers women are 69 for 3 after 50 balls. So Elvis continuing in the attack and straight away down the leg side, Armitage just gets bat on it. It goes past short point leg into the boundary for 4. So not a good start to the over for Georgia Elvis, but just the start that Northern Superchargers needed, and Holly Armitage hits her first boundary of the day. And this time Armitage gives herself room, just gently flicks it away towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single and gives the strike to Annabelle Sutherland. So even though Northern Superchargers have lost 3 wickets, they are maintaining a current run rate of 7.12, which is the important thing actually. Now Annabelle Sutherland is on strike. Oh, that's a bouncer. It goes past the keeper as well. And it races away for 4. I think it will be 4 wides, or will it be 4 byes is the question. It's gone for 4. And it's been given as a bye. It was a bouncer. Good bouncer from Georgia Elvis. But the keeper couldn't stop the ball. She couldn't stop the boundary. Another boundary here for Northern Superchargers women. And this time it's a full delivery from Georgia Elvis, and Sutherland drives leg side towards deep mid wicket. It's in the gap. And another couple of runs for Annabelle Sutherland. And she will keep the strike. Still 1 ball left in this over. And this time it's another full delivery driven back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish that over. So 11 runs came from that over from Georgia Elvis, and the Northern Superchargers women are 80 for 3 after 55 balls. So Annabelle Sutherland looking really good here, and I think the Welsh Fire have to improve their fielding a little bit. They're letting go of too many boundaries, which is not helping their cause. We have seen some misfields, and even the keeper couldn't stop the boundary in the previous over. And now Katie Levick has been brought back into the attack for the Welsh Fire. And straight away Sutherland going for the reverse sweep, but hits it straight to point. It's a dot ball to start the over. We can say that Levick got away with it because it was a full toss from her. And this time it's a quicker ball cut away by Sutherland, straight to covers, and another dot ball. So this is good bowling from Katie Levick, mixing up her pace exactly how it should be. Short and wide, cut away by Sutherland, and that's good fielding at covers. They picked up a single, but that was good fielding at covers, but the rebound from the hand allows the couple of runs to get completed. So Sutherland will have the strike again. 2 more deliveries left in this over. That is really good fielding at covers actually. This time Sutherland comes down the pace, hits it in the air. 1 bounce to long off and picks up another single that could so easily could have gone to hand actually. But it's gone on the bounce to the fielder at long off. So another single and gives a strike to Holly Armitage. So 1 more delivery left in this over. Holly Armitage is on strike. Armitage comes down the pitch, it's in the air. Is the catch taken? No, it's not. It's gone wide of the cover fielder. And it will only be a single to finish that over. That was so close to another catch. A good, valiant effort from Hayley Matthews at covers, but not able to grab hold of that one. So ends that over with that single. 4 runs came from that over from Kati Levick, and the Northern Superchargers women are 84 for 3 after 60 balls. And it's also the time for the strategic timeouts. We come to the end of the strategic timeout, and straight away Hayley Matthews continuing in the attack. First ball went for 4, and now another single. Now Sutherland is on strike, short and wide, cut away by Sutherland, straight to covers, and it's another dot ball here. The very shortest timeout I've ever seen. I've seen longer strategic timeouts in the IPL and other leagues as well. Very short timeout. It just ended so quickly. Anyways, 5 runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. Here's Hayley Matthews. Sutherland comes down the pitch, swings leg side towards mid-on, and it's another dot ball here. So just 5 runs have come from this over. In fact, Holly Armitage scored the boundary of the first ball of this over, then picked up the single and has now given the strike to Annabelle Sutherland. So one ball left in this over now, just 5 runs from this over so far. Shot again, pulled away, it's in the air. Fielder takes the catch at deep mid wicket. And another wicket goes down. It was a short delivery from Hayley Matthews asking to be hit. And Sutherland says, I will hit it straight into the hands of deep mid wicket. And another wicket goes down here for the Northern Superchargers women, just as we were thinking that a partnership was starting to build. They have lost a wicket at the wrong time. It was a very short ball. Sutherland has pulled it straight down the throat. How many times we have seen these short balls finding wickets, full tosses, picking up the wickets. And Annabelle Sutherland departs after playing a good knock of 28 from 20 balls. And the Northern Superchargers women are 89 for 4 after 65 balls. So the new batter to the crease now for the Northern Superchargers women is Georgia Wareham. RCB fans, anyone watching this match can see Georgia Wareham's innings. So Hayley Matthews is continuing, it seems. She's going to be bowling 10 balls. And Wareham drives down the ground towards mid-off and picks up another single. So Georgia Wareham gets off the mark with a single and gives the strike to Holly Armitage. And Armitage gives herself room, sweeps it away leg side towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Georgia Wareham. So 2 balls, 2 singles to start this over. Northern Superchargers racing towards 100 here. Wareham drives, but straight to covers. It's another dot ball. Two more deliveries left in this over. Again, this time punch down the ground of the back foot straight back to Hayley Matthews. It's another dot ball. So this is excellent bowling from Hayley Matthews actually. One more delivery left in this over. That's short, pulled away by Wareham. It's in the gap. And that's very good fielding at deep mid wicket. So Wareham completes another couple of runs to finish that over. 9 runs came from that set of 10 balls from Hayley Matthews and the big wicket of Annabelle Sutherland. And the Northern Superchargers women are 93 for 4 after 70 balls. So Shabnim Ismail, it is now coming back into the attack for the Welsh Fire. Holly Armitage is on strike, batting on 14 from 10 balls with 2 boundaries at a strike rate of 140. And straight away Armitage flicks it leg side towards deep mid wicket. They picked up the single, looking to come back for the second, but I don't think the second run was existent there. I don't think the second run was available there, so both the batters settled for the single. And Wareham is on strike now. Again on a good length. Hit down the ground by Georgia Wareham towards long on, and she picks up another single as well. Gives a strike to Holly Armitage. That's on a good length again. Armitage looking to drive it through the offside, gets an inside edge back to the bowler, and it's another dot ball. So just 2 runs have come from this over so far, still 2 balls left. Armitage comes down the pitch, pulls it leg side. But deep square leg is there. It will only be another single for Holly Armitage. And she gives the strike to Georgia Wareham. 1 more delivery left in this over. 3 runs have come from this over so far. Last ball of the over. Wareham gives herself room, cuts it through the offside. Is it going for 4? Yes, it is. A good shot from Georgia Wareham. It was a short delivery. Wareham gave herself room and cut it through the offside. First boundary of this innings for Georgia Wareham. Brings up the 100 as well for the Northern Superchargers women. 7 runs came from that over from Shabnim Ismail. And the Northern Superchargers women are 100 for 4 after 75 balls. So 100 for 4 now. Katie Levick comes back into the attack for the Welsh Fire. And Wareham sweeps leg side. Is it going for 4? Yes, it is. Back-to-back boundaries here for Georgia Wareham. Second boundary in this innings. Wareham can be a dangerous player towards the end of the innings. And she has started her fireworks with the bat now. And this time it's short and wide, cut away by Wareham, but straight to point. Another dot ball here. So that should be the idea when you're bowling to Georgia Wareham. Keep it outside the off stump. That is exactly what Levick did there. Now Wareham moves across, sweeps again. And there is deep mid wicket this time. So it will only be a single. And gives a strike to Holly Armitage. Two more deliveries left in this over. Holly Armitage is on strike. Armitage sweeps again, this time down the ground to long on. And another couple of runs for Holly Armitage. So she will keep the strike. 7 runs have come from that over. Still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over from Katie Levick, and it's swept away by Armitage. Straight to deep mid wicket. Another single to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over from Katie Levick, and the Northern Superchargers women are 108 for 4 after 80 balls. So just Jonathan now coming back into the attack. She has figures of none for 19 in her quota of 10 balls so far. She still has 10 balls left in her full quota. She still has 10 balls left to bowl in this innings. And straight away first ball, Armiteke gives herself room, looking to drive through the offside but gets an inside edge. And a dot ball to start the over. Another flighted ball. Armiteke comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Georgia Wareham. Her RCB fans, anyone watching this stream, can enjoy Wareham's batting. Wareham gives herself room, drives through the offside, and the long off fielder comes across, cuts it off. Another couple of runs for Georgia Wareham. Two more deliveries left in this over. 3 runs have come from this over so far. And this time Wareham goes for the reverse sweep, but hits it straight to point. Couldn't get it in the gap. So another dot ball. So this is a better over from Just Jonathan. Can she finish it well is the big question. Last ball of the over. Jonathan coming over the wicket now. And Wareham comes down the track, hits it down the ground to long on, picks up another single to finish that over. 4 runs came from that over from Just Jonathan. And the Northern Superchargers women are 112 for 4 after 85 balls. So 15 more deliveries left in this innings. And this is a good partnership between Holly Armiteke and Georgia Wareham. Partnership of 23 from 20 balls between these two batters. And Freya Davies has come back into the attack. She has figures of 1 for 13 in her 10 balls that she has bowled so far. And straight away first ball, Armiteke moves across, scoops it. Fast short fine leg into the boundary for 4. Good start to the over for Holly Armiteke and the Northern Superchargers women. 3rd boundary in this innings for Holly Armiteke and an important one for the Northern Superchargers. And this time it's a slow ball. Armiteke gave herself room. It's given as a wide actually. It's given as a wide. So Freya Davies has to reload that one. Extra ball, extra run. And Northern Superchargers pushing their way towards 130. Which can be a good total actually. Batting first. Full delivery on the patch. Flicked away by Armiteke. They picked up a single and gives a strike to Georgia Wareham. Slow ball again. Wareham gets the outside edge. Fast shot, 3rd man into the boundary for 4 more. So this is turning out to be an expensive over from Freya Davies. Both these batters are finding the boundaries at regular intervals. 10 runs from this over so far. Still 2 balls left. Again, full delivery driven down the ground by Wareham. And this time, She picks up a single and gives the strike to Armitage. One more delivery left in this over. 11 runs from this over so far. Armitage on strike. Last ball of the over. Armitage moves across. Looks to paddle it, but then paddles it towards short third man and picks up another single to finish that over. So 12 runs came from that over from Freya Davies. And the Northern Superchargers women are 124 for 4 after 90 balls. Still 10 balls left in this innings. So Shabnim Ismail is going to be bowling her last 5 deliveries in this innings. And Holly Armitage on strike, batting at a strike rate of 130. And she has scored 3 boundaries. She has hit 3 boundaries in this innings. So here's Shabnim Ismail with the penultimate over. And that's down the leg side. Armitage gets bat on it. It goes towards deep fine leg. And Armitage picks up another single. Gives a strike to Georgia Wareham. Northern Superchargers won the toss, chose to bat first, and they have batted really well till now. Georgia Wareham on strike. That's pulled away by Wareham. One bounce to long on. It's another single for Georgia Wareham. And gives a strike to Holly Armitage. That's a full ball. Armitage hits it down the ground. But long on comes around, cuts it off. It's another single for Holly Armitage. Again gives a strike to Georgia Wareham. In fact, Armitage has completed a couple of runs. Good running between the wickets. Couple of runs completed by Holly Armitage. Keeps the strike. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Both these batters doing it nicely here. That shot pulled away by Armitage. Deep mid wicket is there, but are they going to come back for another couple of runs? Yes, they are. Good running between the wickets again. Another couple of runs completed by Holly Armitage, and Northern Superchargers have reached 130 now with still 6 balls left in this innings. So last ball of the over from Shabnim Ismail. Holly Armitage on strike. That's another full ball. Armitage hits it down the ground towards long on and picks up another single to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over from Shabnim Ismail, and the Northern Superchargers women are 131 for 4 after 95 balls. Still 5 balls left in this innings. I thought that Freya Davies will be bowling the last over, but they have given the last over to Jess Jonathan. A very interesting decision actually made by Welsh Fire. Last 5 balls of this innings, and Jess Jonathan is going to be bowling. She has figures of none for 23 in her 15 balls so far. And here she comes. Wareham comes down the pitch, swings it down the ground towards mid-on and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Holly Armitage. 4 more deliveries left in this innings. A good start from Jonathan, not conceding the boundary. Armitage moves across, looks to sweep it, but not able to make connection. A dot ball here from Jess Jonathan. That is a really good delivery from Jess Jonathan. 3 more deliveries left in this innings. And Armitage drives it down the ground. Oh, Jonathan got a hand on it. They have completed the single, looking to come back for the second. And yes, they do make it. Good running between the wickets. Couple of runs completed by Armitage. She keeps a strike. 2 more deliveries left in this innings. Can Armitage find the boundary here? This is already a really good score actually from the Northern Superchargers women. Yesterday in the men's tournament we saw Southern Brave chasing down 132 in the last ball of the innings. So this can be a very tricky target in the 100. 2 balls left in this over. Armitage comes down the pitch again and hits it towards long off. Can only pick up a single. They are looking for the second, but there is no second run available there, so it's only a single. So Georgia Wareham will face the last ball of this innings. Just 4 runs from this over from Jess Jonathan. Outstanding last over so far. Can she finish it well? Georgia Wareham on strike. Last ball of the innings. Wareham moves across, swings in the air. Has she got enough on it? The fielder has to watch the ball sail over. What a way to finish the innings for Northern Superchargers women. Georgia Wareham threw everything at it, threw the kitchen sink at it, and it has gone all the way for 6 over deep mid wicket to finish the innings. So it was such a good over from Jess Jonathan, but ends with a 6. 10 runs came from that last over from Jess Jonathan, and the Northern Superchargers women finished their quota of 100 balls on 141 for 4 at the end of their 100 balls. And Welsh Fire, when they come out to bat, they will need 142 runs to win this match. And this is a really good score, a really good batting performance from the Northern Superchargers women. Ably helped by this partnership. That 6 from Georgia Wareham also brought up the 50 partnership between Holly Armitage and Georgia Wareham. Partnership is 52 from 35 balls unbeaten between Holly Armitage and Georgia Wareham. And this is exactly what Georgia Wareham can do. Georgia Wareham finishes with 29 not out from 17 balls with 3 fours and 1 6. Even Annabelle Sutherland played really well, 28 from 20 balls. Holly Armitage is unbeaten on 34 from 27 balls, anchored the innings well. And they have helped the Northern Superchargers women finish with 141 for 4 at the end of their 100 balls. So the Welsh Fire need 142 runs to win. We'll be back again in a short while to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to this run chase. Kate Cross is bowling the second over for the Northern Superchargers, and straight away Sophia Dunkley flicks it to mid-wicket. There's a chance of a run out. Could this be a wicket here? Could this be a wicket? They're going to go upstairs to the third umpire, and we need to check whether this is out or not out. This could well be gone. Oh, has Dunkley made her ground? I don't think so. I think she's short of her ground. Yes, she is short of her ground, so it is going to be out here. Yes, OUT out on the big screen, and Sophia Dunkley has to depart. Was looking to take the quick single there, but pays the price for it. And a wicket in the form of a run out here for the Northern Superchargers. Sophia Dunkley departs after scoring just 1 run from 5 balls. And the Welsh Fire women are rocked early. They're 2 for 1 after 6 balls. So I was just about to say Sophia Dunkley and Hayley Matthews are opening the innings for the Welsh Fire women. And now Sophia Dunkley has been dismissed. New batter to the crease now for the Welsh Fire women is Tommy Beaumont. And straight away, a very good delivery from Kate Cross. Nicely defended by Tommy Beaumont towards point. Dot ball to start. And this is a good start from Kate Cross. Sophia Dunkley has been guilty of getting involved in too many runouts these days. She even got run out in the ODI series against India women, and now again today we are seeing she has gotten run out here. So very important to have a clear communication while running between the wickets. That's another good delivery. Beaumont drives towards covers. It's another dot ball from Kate Cross. Excellent start here from Kate Cross. 3 dot balls to start this over. Again short, and Tommy Beaumont going for the cut shot, not able to make connection. It's another dot ball. Can we see a maiden over here from Kate Cross? It's outstanding bowling so far. The last ball of the over from Kate Cross. Beaumont on strike. And Beaumont comes down the pitch, drives straight to covers. There's a fumble at covers which will allow... No, they don't take the single. It's a dot ball to finish that over. So it's a wicket maiden over from Kate Cross. Of course, the wicket fell in the form of a run out. But it's a maiden over from Kate Cross. And Welsh Fire women are 2 for 1 after 10 balls. So, new bowler into the attack now for the Northern Superchargers women is Lindsay Smith. Another very good bowler. Hayley Matthews is on strike. Has faced only 1 delivery so far and scored 1 run. Lindsay Smith coming around the wicket to Hayley Matthews, and Matthews cuts it away. Past point. And the ball races away for 4. So the first boundary of the innings, first boundary for Hayley Matthews. Short and wide from Lindsay Smith, and punished to the boundary by Hayley Matthews. And this time it's cleaned it up. Oh my goodness, what has happened there? Hayley Matthews looking to give herself room and cut it through the offside. Missing it altogether, and the off stump goes for a toss, and this is just the biggest wicket possible in this match. It was close to her body once again. Hayley Matthews giving herself room to cut it. but missing it altogether. And a 4 followed by a wicket. Here Lindsay Smith picks up her first wicket of the day, and this is a huge wicket. Hayley Matthews departs after scoring 5 runs from 3 balls, and the Welsh Fire are now 6 for 2 after 12 balls. So both the openers back in the pavilion now for the Welsh Fire women. Hayley Matthews just hit a boundary and then went for another cut shot, but got castled. And new batter to the crease now for the Welsh Fire women is Georgia Elvis. And straight away Elvis comes down the pitch, flicks it like so. They're looking to complete another single. And they eventually complete the single. Another very risky single there from Georgia Elvis, but she completes it nevertheless. And Georgia Elvis is off the mark with a single. Gives a strike to Tammy Beaumont. What a start this is for the Northern Superchargers. Defending this total of 142. They have picked up 2 early wickets. It's a flighted ball. Beaumont drives through, covers for 4. So we have another boundary in this over. Tammy Beaumont gets off the mark with a boundary. Her first boundary of the day. Second boundary of this over. And an important boundary for the Welsh Fire women. And last ball of the over, Beaumont comes down the pitch, flicks it leg side towards deep mid wicket, picks up another single to finish that over. 10 runs came from that over, but more importantly, the biggest wicket of Hayley Matthews. And the Welsh Fire women are now 12 for 2 after 15 balls. So Kate Cross continuing into her second over, bowled a maiden in her first over. Georgia Elvis is on strike and Elvis cuts it away. It just has to find the gap. The ball races away for 4. First boundary for Georgia Elvis. 2 short, 2 wide from Kate Cross and punished to the boundary. Nice start to the over for Welsh Fire women. It's short and wide again. Elvis going for the cut shot, but not able to make connection this time. And it's a dot ball for the Northern Superchargers. So good comeback by Kate Cross after conceding the boundary. Again another good length delivery. Takes the outside edge towards short third man. A fumble by the short third man fielder, but the batters are not even attempting to complete the single. That's another dot ball here. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Just 4 runs from this over so far. That's another full ball driven through the offside by Georgia Elvis towards deep extra covers. And Elvis picks up another single, gives a strike to Tammy Beaumont. And this time Beaumont comes down the pitch, hits it straight down the ground, all the way for 6 to finish that over. What a clean shot that is from Tammy Beaumont. First 6 of this innings, first 6 for Tammy Beaumont to finish that over. 11 runs came from that over from Kate Cross. And the Welsh Fire women are now 23 for 2 after 20 balls. So Ballinger now coming into her second over, bowled the first over of this innings very well. She has figures of none for 2 after her first 5 balls. And she is into the attack once again. Georgia Elvis is on strike. And straight away flicked away by Elvis. The ball is racing towards deep fine leg. The fielder comes around, cuts it off. Good fielding by the deep fine leg fielder. Another couple of runs for Georgia Elvis. We have heard of a name called Dougie Bollinger in men's IPL before. And now we are seeing G. Ballinger. We are seeing in the women's 100. Similar names. Oh, that's a good delivery. Very good delivery. Pitching on the good length area on the stumps, and Elvis defends it to covers. It's another dot ball. Three more deliveries left in this over. Tammy Beaumont also has experience at the other end. And Elvis comes down the pitch looking to drive, gets an inside edge towards deep square leg. And the batters will only pick up a single. Gives a strike to Tammy Beaumont, who can be dangerous at this stage. So Beaumont on strike now. And it's a full delivery. Beaumont goes over the top, off mid-off. And it'll race away for 4. Another boundary here for Tammy Beaumont. Second boundary for her. She's already at a 6 as well. And looking dangerous now for the Northern Superchargers. So last ball of the over, is looking to flick it away. They're appealing for LBW. The umpire says not out, and it will be a dot ball to finish that over. I don't think they are going for the DRS, are they going? They are not going for the DRS, so a dot ball to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over from Ballinger, and the Welsh Fire women are now 30 for 2 after 25 balls. So the new bowler into the attack now for the Northern Superchargers women is Georgia Berham. Tammy Beaumont is on strike. And Beaumont flicks it away leg side towards square leg and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Georgia Elvis. And this time Elvis goes on the back foot looking to cut it away. Punches it straight to covers. Another dot ball here from Wareham. So RCB fans, anyone watching? Wareham bowling here. That's another flighted delivery. Elvis comes down the pitch and drives down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball here from Georgia Wareham. Two more deliveries left in this over. Just one run from this over so far. Another flighted ball driven by Elvis towards deep extra covers, and Elvis picks up another single, gives the strike to Tammy Beaumont. So last ball of the over from Georgia Wareham, and Beaumont cuts straight to point. Another dot ball to finish that over. So just 2 runs came from that over from Georgia Wareham. Outstanding start to her spell, and the Welsh Fire women are now 32 for 2 after 30 balls. So Lindsay Smith now is continuing from the other end and picked up the big wicket of Hayley Matthews in this innings, and now she's bowling to Georgia Elvis. And Elvis drives straight to covers. Another dot ball to start the over. So the required run rate is now 7.97 for the Welsh Fire. This time Elvis comes down the pitch, drives down the ground to long off, and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Tammy Beaumont. Beaumont comes down the pitch, hits it in the air. Has she got enough on it? Yes, she has. It's gone over, long gone. All the way for 6. Second 6 in this innings for Tammy Beaumont. Whenever she has stepped out, she has made clean connection. Another 6 here, important 6 for the Welsh Fire women. And this time it's a good length delivery. Beaumont cuts straight to point. Another dot ball from Lindsay Smith. One more delivery left in this over. Another flatter ball. Beaumont cuts it down the ground to long on and picks up a single to finish the over. Tammy Beaumont finishes the over with a single. So 8 runs came from that over, and the Welsh Fire women are now 40 for 2 after 35 balls. So the new bowler into the attack now for the Northern Superchargers women is Annabel Sutherland, and straight away Elvis comes down the pitch and hits it towards mid-wicket. A dot ball to start the over from Annabel Sutherland. And that's another short ball pulled away by Elvis towards deep mid-wicket, and Elvis picks up a single this time and gives the strike to the destructive Tammy Beaumont. This partnership is motoring along well. The partnership is now 35 from 25 balls between Tammy Beaumont and Georgia Elvis. And can Annabel Sutherland break this partnership? And this time Beaumont flicks it away leg side towards deep square leg, picks up another single and gives a strike to Georgia Elvis. So despite losing early wickets, Welsh Fire are keeping up with the run rate. The required run rate is only 8.06 for the Welsh Fire women. Slow ball, Elvis cuts it through the offside. Deep extra covers, comes around. And it will be just a single actually. They could have completed a couple of runs, which is what I thought, but it's only a single. And gives a strike to Tammy Beaumont. So last ball of the over from Annabel Sutherland. Beaumont comes down the pitch, drives through the offside for 4. That is a smashing shot from Tammy Beaumont to finish that over. Another boundary to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over from Annabel Sutherland. And the Welsh Fire women are now 47 for 2 after 40 balls. So 60 balls left. If this was a T20 match, I would say 10 overs, 95 runs to win for the Welsh Fire women. But here it is like 60 balls left, and Welsh Fire need 95 runs to win from the last 60 balls in this innings. And Georgia Wareham is into her second over now. Bowled a really good first over, conceded only 2 runs, and straight away a wide down the leg side to start the over. So extra ball, extra run, and Wareham has to reload that one. Flighted ball, Elvis comes down the pitch, hits it towards mid-off. They are completing the quick single, a direct hit. Is the umpire going to go upstairs, or has the batter made her ground? Now this could be another big moment here. Another risky single attempted. Direct hits are always closer than you think. Oh, in fact, I don't think it was a direct hit. Wareham has collected the ball and whipped the bails off, and the batter is short of her ground. So Georgia Elvis has to go. OUT, out is the decision on the big screen. And Georgia Elvis is out, run out. Second run out in this innings. Not a proud stat if you're a Welsh Fire fan. And the third wicket goes down here for the Welsh Fire. Very good throw from the mid-off fielder. It was not a direct hit. I thought it was a direct hit, but Wareham collected it and took the bails off. But nevertheless, the batter is short of her ground, and she will have to make her way back to the pavilion now. And this is another huge blow here for the Welsh Fire women. Georgia Elvis departs after scoring 13 runs from 17 balls. And the Welsh Fire women are now 48 for 3 after 41 balls. So Jess Jonathan is the new batter to the crease, and straight away, in fact, Beaumont flicks it away leg side and picks up a single and gives a strike to Jess Jonathan. Now Jonathan is a powerful batter, a very busy batter at the crease. We even saw in this year's WPL. She scored a lot of half centuries coming up the order in the batting. So Jess Jonathan can be a dangerous batter. But Georgia Wareham has bowled outstandingly well so far. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Just Jonathan on strike. And that's a short ball. Jonathan cuts it straight to point. The fumble by the point fielder allows the single to get completed, and Just Jonathan is off the mark with a single. Gives the strike to Tammy Beaumont. Oh, in fact, that was a catching opportunity. The catch has been put down at point. Would you believe it? Another flighted ball. Tammy Beaumont comes down the pitch, flicks it leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Just Jonathan. One more delivery left in this over. And Jonathan comes down the pitch, hits it in the air, straight into the hands of mid-off, and another wicket goes down. Second wicket in this over. First wicket in this over came in the form of a run out, and now Wareham herself strikes and picks up her first wicket of the day. And Just Jonathan looking to be too aggressive. In that same over, the catch was put down of Just Jonathan. This time she came down the wicket, looking to hit it over the top of mid-off, but only hits it straight into the hands of mid-off, and Annabel Sutherland completes a relatively easy catch. And Just Jonathan is a very short stay at the crease, is out for one. Just Jonathan is out after scoring 1 run from 2 balls, and the Welsh Fire women are now 51 for 4 after 45 balls. What an over once again from Georgia Wareham, introducing the false shot. And Just Jonathan succumbing. So Tammy Beaumont is still there, but they are losing wickets at the other end. New batter to the crease for the Welsh Fire women is Sarah Price, another capable batter. And Ballinger has been brought back into the attack. Left arm seamer into her third over, coming around the wicket to Sarah Price, and Price drives straight to short third man. Another dot ball to start the over. A good start to the over from Ballinger. And this time Sarah Price flicks it leg side, picks up a single and gives a strike to Tammy Beaumont. The Northern Superchargers are badly looking to pick up the wicket of Tammy Beaumont here, and that will put some serious pressure on Welsh Fire. So Ballinger again coming over the wicket. Beaumont comes down the pitch, hits it in the air, and it's another clean shot all the way for 6 from Tammy Beaumont. Every time she has stepped out of the crease, she has always hit it so cleanly. Third 6 in this innings for Tammy Beaumont, and she is still holding this innings together for the Welsh Fire women. So Beaumont looking dangerous. Keeper comes up to the stumps, and Beaumont cuts it straight to point. Another dot ball here. So this is good tactics from the Northern Superchargers, bringing the keeper up to the stumps, preventing Tammy Beaumont from coming down the pitch. Batters to come: Windsor, KL George. Still batters to come for the Welsh Fire. Last ball of the over now from Ballinger. Ballinger coming around the wicket to Beaumont, And Beaumont drives in the air straight into the hands of the covers fielder. And another wicket goes down for the Welsh Fire, and this is a huge wicket. Tammy Beaumont has to depart. What a way to finish the over for Ballinger. Conceded a 6 in that over. Kept on changing her angles. Brought the keeper up to the stumps. I think a lot of mind games went into that strategy to dismiss Tammy Beaumont. And in the end, they've got rid of the biggest wicket possible of Tammy Beaumont. What a way to finish that over for the Northern Superchargers. 5 down now, Welsh Fire women. Tammy Beaumont departs after scoring 36 runs from 21 balls. And the Welsh Fire women are now 58 for 5 after 50 balls. So 58 for 5, Welsh Fire women, and huge problems here with Tammy Beaumont. Was looking really good now. She has been dismissed. What an over that was from Ballinger. 7 runs came from that over and the biggest wicket of Tammy Beaumont. And now the new batter to the crease is Windsor. Need to see her full name actually. Emily Windsor is the new batter to the crease. And Lindsay Smith has been brought back into the attack. Full toss straight away, and Sarah Bryce drives it towards deep extra covers and picks up a single. Gives a strike to Emily Windsor. Now Welsh Fire under all sorts of pressure here. They need another batter to take the responsibility now. Tammy Beaumont was supposed to be that player, but she just threw her wicket away. It was not necessary. She had already got the runs in that over. That's another good delivery driven by Windsor straight to covers. Another dot ball. And this time it's another flighted ball driven by Windsor through covers. And the ball races away for 4. What an elegant shot that was from Emily Windsor. She gets off the mark with a boundary. First boundary for Emily Windsor in this innings. And this time it's a flatter ball, cut away by Windsor, straight to point. Another dot ball here. So this is good bowling from Lindsay Smith. Last ball of the over. And it's an arm ball through the gate. Another wicket goes down. What is happening here to the Welsh Fire women? Every time a batter was looking good, they have managed to get themselves out. Emily Windsor has been castled through the gate. An arm ball from Lindsay Smith. And she gets through the defenses of Emily Windsor. And Lindsay Smith picks up her second wicket of the day. And the Welsh Fire are going down like 9 pins here. Emily Windsor departs after scoring that boundary. She departs after scoring 4 runs from 4 balls. And the Welsh Fire women are now 63 for 6 after 55 balls. So 6 down now, the Welsh Fire women, and I think we are into the bowlers now. Of course, Sarah Bryce is still there. Katie George. This is the new batter to the crease for the Welsh Fire women. Still 79 needed, and Annabelle Sutherland has been brought back into the attack for Northern Superchargers, and it's a wide to start the over. So Sutherland has to reload that one. Extra ball, extra run. So now you would think Sarah Bryce has to do the majority of the heavy lifting with the bat for the Welsh Fire women. And short and wide, cut away by Katie George, straight to point, and fumble by the point fielder allows the single to get completed. So Catty George gets off the mark with a single and gives a strike to Sarah Bryce. And that's through the gate, another one. Oh no, they're going down like 9 pins here. They're just collapsing here, the Welsh Fire women. Sarah Bryce giving herself room, looking to drive through the offside. Loses her off stump, and Annabel Sutherland also picks up her first wicket of the day. 7 down now, Welsh Fire. And they're falling very quickly here. Another dismissal in the form of a clean bowled. And it's Annabel Sutherland this time, keeping it nice and straight and going through the defense of Sarah Bryce. I think they're showing it wrongly here in the live stream actually. Sarah Bryce is the batter dismissed. So Sarah Bryce departs after scoring 2 runs from 4 balls, and the Welsh Fire women are now 65 for 7 after 57 balls. So Sarah Bryce was dismissed, but they had shown in the live stream that it was Emily Windsor. Emily Windsor got dismissed in the previous over itself, so I think there was some confusion there. So a new batter to the crease now is Freya Davies, and straight away a white ball from Annabel Sutherland. And she has to reload that one. Extra ball, extra run. 3 more deliveries left in this over. And another good length delivery from Sutherland. Freya Davies drives down the ground to mid-off. It's another dot ball here. Goodness gracious me, how fast the Welsh Fire have collapsed. They've lost 7 wickets and we are into the bowlers now. And this time it's on the pack. Freya Davies flicks it leg side. Picks up a single, and Freya Davies gets off the mark as well. Gives a strike to KL George. Just 4 runs coming from this over so far, and the wicket of Sarah Bryce. Last ball of the over. And it's cut away by KL George. It goes past point, and that ball will race away for 4 to finish that over. So a nice end to the over for the Welsh Fire women. First boundary for KL George. 8 runs came from that over from Annabel Sutherland and the wicket of Sarah Bryce in that over. And the Welsh Fire women are now 71 for 7 after 60 balls. So Georgia Wareham now brought back into the attack into her 3rd over. Picked up the wicket of Jess Jonathan of the last ball of her 2nd over. She's into the attack now, bowling to Freya Davies, and Davies looking to flick it away, but not able to make connection. Gets hit on the thighs, I think, and it's a dot ball to start the over for Georgia Wareham. That's a flighted ball. Davies cuts it away, picks up a single, and gives a strike to KL George. Now the only question is, will Welsh Fire get bowled out, or will they bat the full quota of overs? Or whether these 2 batters can help Welsh Fire get closer to the target. That's a flighted ball, and George drives it straight to covers. It's another dot ball. And this is the thing about Georgia Wareham. She bowls her overs very economically. Again, just one run coming from this over. Still 2 balls left. Another flighted ball, and George comes down the pitch, hits it straight back to Wareham. Another dot ball. So just one run from this over, required run rate slowly jumping to 9.72. And she goes for the reverse sweep. They're appealing for LBW, and the finger goes up. Another wicket goes down. They're just committing harakiri here, the Welsh Fire women. KL George was going for the reverse sweep. I think they're going to go upstairs for the review. Yes, they are just going upstairs to check that one. But I think that was straight enough. And it looks like Wareham has picked up another wicket here. Has it pitched in line or not is the big question. They'll also check whether there was bat involved. But this has been the story for the Welsh Fire today. Every time a batter has gotten set, they have found ways of getting dismissed instead of staying at the crease for a long time. So they need to check the ball tracking here. It's pitching in line, impact in line, wicket setting, and another wicket goes down. It's bang hitting the middle and leg stump, or we can say, middle and leg stump. The ball is hitting the middle and leg stump. So the umpire raises the finger, and another wicket goes down. They've lost a review as well. Welsh Fire women. Catty George departs after scoring a run ball 5. And the Welsh Fire women are now 72 for 8 after 65 balls. So this has been a complete demolishment job from the Northern Superchargers women. Welsh Fire are now 8 down. And a new batter to the crease for the Welsh Fire women is Shabnim Ismail. Still 70 runs needed from 35 balls, and this is looking really tough now for the Welsh Fire women. Just 2 wickets in hand, and this is a lost cause actually. This is a lost cause for the Welsh Fire women. Northern Superchargers look as though they are going to pick up their first win of the season today. Because we are down to the bowlers now. We are down to the bowlers of the Welsh Fire women, and you can't expect them to chase down 70 runs with the bat. Annabelle Sutherland has been brought back into the attack. She has figures of 1 for 15 in her 10 balls. And she's going to be bowling to Shabnim Ismail. And Ismail defends it towards point. And it's another dot ball to start the over. And this time Ismail drives straight to covers. Another dot ball here from Annabelle Sutherland. So this is good bowling, good tight bowling from Annabelle Sutherland. And Ismail hits it in the air, just over covers. And I think they'll get another couple of runs. They have picked up only a single actually, so Freya Davies will be on strike. So Shabnim Ismail gets off the mark with a single, gives a strike to Freya Davies. And Davies looking to drive, not able to make connection. Another dot ball from Annabelle Sutherland. So just one run from this over so far, still one ball left. That's a short ball pulled away by Freya Davies. It's in the gap. The deep mid wicket, the deep square leg fielder will come around and cut it off. Another couple of runs for Freya Davies to finish that over. So 3 runs came from that over from Annabelle Sutherland, and the Welsh Fire women are now 75 for 8 after 70 balls. So Kate Cross has been brought back into the attack, bowled a maiden of her first over, conceded 11 runs in her second over, and she is back into the attack now to bowl to these two batters after Welsh Fire are 8 down now. And Northern Superchargers have been clinical in their performance today, both with bat and ball. Here's Kate Cross from around the wicket. Ismail guides it towards deep third man, picks up a single and gives a strike to Freya Davies. Required run rate now 11.38. It's getting out of hands. Just 2 more wickets in hand. It's a lost cause this. Oh, that's an edge, does it? Has she edged it? No, I don't think so. Freya Davies was looking to drive. It looked like an edge, but they're not appealing, so it's another dot ball. So again, really good bowling here from Kate Cross. This time, Freya Davies looking to flick it away. Gets it on the pads. Another dot ball here. Welsh Fire have a lot of batting firepower, but unfortunately they couldn't fire today. As we see another wicket here. Freya Davies just gently driving it in the air, back to the bowler, and a simple catch for Kate Cross. And I think Kate Cross is one of the few bowlers who didn't pick up a wicket till now. She has also picked up a wicket here. And Freya Davies has to walk back, and probably the last nail in the coffin for the Welsh Fire women. Simple catch for Kate Cross. Caught and bowled. And Freya Davies departs after scoring 4 runs from 9 balls. And the Welsh Fire women are now 76 for 9 after 74 balls. So we are down to the last batting pair now for the Welsh Fire women, and they have crumbled like anything actually. Complete collapse. Katie Levick is the last batter to the crease, and straight away she drives it through the offside and picks up a single. So Levick gets off the mark with a single to finish that over. 2 runs came from that over from Kate Cross and the wicket of Freya Davies in that over. And the Welsh Fire women are now 77 for 9 after 75 balls. So Annabelle Sutherland now come back into the attack, continuing in the attack, and straight away Ismail drives down the ground to mid-off. It's another dot ball to start the over. So just one more wicket in hand for the Welsh Fire Women, and Northern Superchargers looking to finish this off quickly now. Here's Sutherland. Oh, that's a slow ball outside the off stump, and Ismail giving herself room, but not able to make connection. Another dot ball. So back-to-back dot balls to start this over. Swing and a miss from Shabnam Ismail. Another dot ball here. 3 back-to-back dot balls in this over for Annabelle Sutherland. Still 2 balls left in this over, and this has been a disappointing batting display from the Welsh Fire Women today. That should be a wide, I think. Is it a wide? No, it's not given as a wide, it's given as a dot ball. That looked wide to me, but the umpire decided otherwise. So 4 dot balls in this over. Can we see a maiden over from Annabelle Sutherland? Last ball of the over from Annabelle Sutherland. And Ismail hits it in the air. And it lands safely. They will pick up a single to finish that over. So just 1 run came from that over from Annabelle Sutherland. She's finished her quota of 20 balls. 1 for 19 in her 20 balls. And the Welsh Fire Women are now 78 for 9 after 80 balls. So Lindsay Smith now into her last over. Welsh Fire needs 64 from the last 20 balls to win this match, with 2 bowlers batting at the crease. Really tough. Here's Lindsay Smith, and Ismail looks to flick it away, gets it on the pads. It's another dot ball. Flighted ball, Ismail comes down the pitch, hits it in the air, just short of mid-off, and directed would have been gone. Oh dear. Oh goodness. And have they completed the single? I don't think so. They have not completed the single. Ismail came down the pitch, hit it straight to mid-off. Fielder had a throw at the stumps. Direct hit would have been all over, but she missed it. And that's another flighted ball. Ismail drives it back to the bowler again. So another dot ball here. 3 back-to-back dot balls to start this over. And Ismail comes down the pitch, just over, covers, and the ball is racing away. Oh my goodness, that was a good effort at deep extra covers, but the ball has gone into the fence for 4. So first boundary for Shabnam Ismail in this innings. A slight consolation boundary, you would think, but Ismail finds the boundary. So last ball of the over, and Ismail hits it down the ground to long on, picks up a single to finish that over. So 5 runs came from that over from Lindsay Smith, and the Welsh Fire Women are now 83 for 9 after 85 balls. So Georgia Wareham now has been brought back into the attack. Into her last over, she has figures of 2 for 7 in her 15 balls. And all the bowlers of the Northern Superchargers have been outstanding today. That's nicely flighted. Levick going for the drive but not able to make connection. Another dot ball from Georgia Wareham. That's a flatter ball. Levick cuts it through the offside. It's gone in the gap. Are they going to come back for the second run? I think they have. They have come back for the second run. So a couple of runs for Catty Levick. So these two batters just looking to bat out the 20 overs now. Try and not get bowled out. Shot again and it's cut away by Levick, but straight to point this time. Another dot ball here. 2 more deliveries left in this over. What a spell this has been from Georgia Wareham. She is the man of the match for me. Contributions with both bat and ball today. That's a flighted ball. Levick drives through the offside. Cover fielder gets a hand on it. Is the ball racing away for 4? No, yes it is. It has gone for 4. A slight sloppy work there from the fielder there, chasing the ball. Another boundary, first boundary for Catty Levick. Consolation boundary for the Welsh Firewomen. And last ball of the over. Levick drives once again towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over from Georgia Wareham, and she finishes her spell 2 for 14 in her 20 balls. Outstanding spell from Georgia Wareham, and the Welsh Firewomen are now 90 for 9 after 90 balls. So Kate Cross has been brought back. She's continuing into her last over now. Kate Cross has also bowled well today. And Levick drives through the offside again. It will only be a single towards deep extra covers, and Levick gives the strike to Shabnim Ismail. Shabnim Ismail on strike. Ismail swings it leg side towards mid wicket. They are looking to complete the single. And that's good running between the wickets. Another single completed. And with that single, even mathematically, it is game, set and match to Northern Superchargers now. This has been a clinical performance from them. Levick on strike. Oh, and that's a short ball. Is it a wide? I don't think so. It is given as first bouncer for the over. So it's another dot ball here from Kate Cross. Target of 142 was always going to be challenging for the Welsh Firewomen, but they have just completely succumbed to this pressure. That swung away by Levick over the top, and it should be another couple of runs for Catty Levick. So Levick keeps the strike for the last ball of this over. 4 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. At least if the Welsh Fire are losing, lose it by a small margin. That is what I would tell them. That's a full delivery, driven down the ground to mid-off, another dot ball to finish that over. So just 4 runs came from that over from Kate Cross. And the Welsh Fire women are now 94 for 9 after 95 balls. They need another 48 runs to win from 5 balls, which is a completely lost cause at this stage for the Welsh Fire women. So who is going to bowl the last over for the Northern Superchargers? It is going to be Ballinger who is going to be bowling the last over of this innings. And Katty Levick is going to be on strike. Ballinger has enough runs to defend, 48 runs to defend in 5 balls. So here's Ballinger, Levick on strike. Ballinger coming around the wicket to Levick. And swing and a miss from Levick. Another dot ball to start the over from Ballinger. So still 4 balls left to complete the formalities for the Northern Superchargers. So Ballinger continues to come around the wicket. Levick drives it down the ground. And that's a good stop by the bowler. Another dot ball here. So 3 more deliveries left in this innings. And Ballinger stopped that delivery with her boot. That was a good stop, I would say. And Levick swings in the air. Fielder comes in and completes the catch, and that's all over for the Welsh Fire. They have been bowled out for just 94. Ballinger picks up another wicket here. Ballinger picks up her 2nd wicket of the day. A brilliant catch by Georgia Wareham running in from deep mid wicket. And the Welsh Fire women have eventually been bowled out inside their quota of 100 balls. It has been unbelievable how the Welsh Fire have collapsed like this. They were looking so good when Tammy Beaumont and Georgia Elvis were batting at the crease. But then Beaumont got dismissed and then we saw a complete collapse. And it has been a comprehensive win for the Northern Superchargers women. They have won this match by a big margin of 47 runs. And unfortunately, the Welsh Fire will have to go back and think that, rue the fact that they couldn't plan this run chase well. Every time a batter looked set at the crease, that batter was getting dismissed at the wrong time. And in the end, a very, very comprehensive and a clinical victory for the Northern Superchargers women. Tammy Beaumont was the highest run scorer in the innings of the Welsh Fire. She scored 36 from 21 balls at a strike rate of 171.443. But unfortunately, Tammy Beaumont got dismissed at the wrong time. And after that, it was just a complete collapse. The pick of the bowlers for the Northern Superchargers, Ballinger with 2 wickets, Kate Cross with 1 wicket, Lindsay Smith with 2 wickets. And bowling out the Welsh Fire women for just 94 runs and winning by 47 runs here against the Welsh Fire women. So it has to be said, a very sorry scorecard for the Welsh Fire. Only 2 batters coming to double digits. Georgia Elvis getting to 13 runs and Tammy Beaumont, the lone batter, was looking good. Scored 36 from 21 balls, but all the other batters got dismissed for just single digit scores. And that is why Welsh Fire have been bowled out for 94 runs. And a clinical bowling performance from Northern Superchargers ensured that they have picked up their first win of the Women's 100 Tournament 2025. And Northern Superchargers will be very happy with their performance today. Welsh Fire will be looking to bounce back strong in their next matches. So all in all, a very good performance from the Northern Superchargers. They have beaten the Welsh Fire women by 47 runs. So we'll be back again to cover the future matches of the Women's 100 2025. So until then, take care guys, cheers and have a good day.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.